Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crawford County basketball. Tonight, the Palestine Pioneers and the Oblong Panthers go at it in a Little Illini Conference ball game. I'm Jim Kincaid, Dwayne Shaw alongside, Ron Wheeler's behind the camera, and we're a part of Worldwide Sound and Video Production, coming to you tonight through the courtesy of MediaCom.
Tonight's game brought to you by First Robinson Savings Bank, Cellular One in Robinson, Rural King Supply, Weber Insurance and Realty, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Kemper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
Well, the national anthem was done by the men's chorus here at Oblong High School. I don't know whether we picked that up very well or not. We weren't really prepared for that, but they did an excellent job with our national anthem. Now, here in Oblong, Little Illini Conference game, Palestine and Oblong. The introductions, Dwayne.
Palestine at 9-7. Coach Bill Terry in his first year at Palestine will offer the starters. John Kent, number 23, a junior. Ben Pfeiffer, number 41, another junior. Brad Pfeiffer, number 44, one of the seniors. The other senior on the squad, Jacob Fuller, number 34, and Kyle Fuller in the middle, number 51, a 6'7 junior. Coach Bill Wimmersberg in Oblong in his first year here at Oblong has undergone a pretty rough season so far in a rebuilding effort. Playing 4 juniors and only 1 senior, only 2 seniors on the roster, but they'll go with Ben Kirk, number 12, or number 25, a 5'11 senior. Dwayne Kerner, number 51, 6-foot junior. Travis Freeman, number 34, a 6'2 junior. David Miller, number 12, a 6'1 junior, and Nathan Haynes, number 5, a 5'10 junior. 2-12 record. I'm not sure who the Panthers have beaten, but they're looking for another one.
I want to say they were down Clay City. Somewhere down in that area with a win here not very long ago. Well, the Panthers and the Pioneers go at it, Little Illini Conference ball game. It'll be Travis Freeman and Kyle Fuller in the center circle, jumping center as we get ready to get underway. Good crowd out here tonight on a Tuesday night. Pioneers control the tip, and that's John Kent with it out front. Nathan Haynes picks him up. We got a traveling call and a turnover already for the Pioneers. And the Panthers will have the ball as we get started. The Pioneers weren't able to do anything on offense, but give it back to them. Brad Pfeiffer out front on the defense. Pioneers open up in a man-to-man, it looks like. Ben Kirk with the ball out front. Takes the baseline route. The layup won't go. Rebound controlled by the Panthers back out front, and that's Nathan Haynes. Shot's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Bodies on the floor. And
not sure who got this. Must be Ben Pfeiffer. It'll be his first.
And it'll be Panther ball underneath their own basket. Kirk from behind the arc. Won't go. Rebound controlled by the Panthers. Good job underneath. Shot's no good. Ben Pfeiffer for the Pioneers has the rebound. John Kent will take it down the floor. No score in the ball game just underway here in Oblong. The Palestine Pioneers, the Oblong Panthers. They lose the ball underneath. Panthers come out with it. Kirk on the wing, down in the corner to Freeman. They go back around the horn. Kirk will run the offense from out front. Brad Pfeiffer comes out to guard him. Kerner back to Haynes. Kirk again. Panthers running their offense. Pioneers playing good defense, holding them out here. Miller drives, pass to Freeman. They have to go back out with it. We'll try it again. Well, we've played almost 2 minutes here in the quarter, no score. Panthers very patient as they work the ball around, and the Pioneers playing a man-to-man defense, doing a good job. David Miller got loose, drove the lane, and scored. 2-0. Panthers lead it. Took them a little over 2 minutes to score. Brad Pfeiffer out front, goes to Ben. In the middle, John Kent, a 15-footer, sinks it. So we're tied at 2. Kirk brings it down for the Panthers. To Haynes. Nice pass inside to Miller. Missed the shot. Got a jump ball called, and possession will give it to the Panthers. Miller will bring it in, gets it out to Haynes. Ben Kirk. Good screen. Kirk still's got it. Now gives it back to Miller. A long three, Nathan Haynes. 5-2 Panthers. John Kent down in the corner to Brad Pfeiffer. Back out to John. John, another 15-footer. Won't go this time. Ben Pfeiffer on the rebound. Loses handle. Loose ball. Pioneer Panther football is the way it looks now. On the floor, Kyle Fuller.
Well,
Kyle's going to get the foul.
That's certainly a foul that didn't have to be made or called.
5-2. Panthers lead. First quarter. Ben Kirk brings it down. Haynes in the corner. John Kent on him. Back out to Miller. Jacob Fuller guards him. Now Kirk with it. Miller tries to work off the screen, gives it back to Kerner. We go back around to Haynes again. Haynes found a hole and traveled as he jumped inside, and the Pioneers will have it. 3:58 to go here in the first quarter. 5-2, the Oblong Panthers lead it. We're not really burning the nets up, are we? Ben Pfeiffer comes back out to Brad. Cross court, John Kent looks for help. Panthers in a good zone. There's Brad Pfeiffer for a three, and he got it. So now we're tied at 5. Down court in a hurry. Haynes has got it on the wing. Inside to Kerner. Kerner back out to Miller. Kirk, when we come around the horn, Haynes thought about it. Drives the lane. Looks for help. Back to Kerner. Kerner on a shot. A left-handed shot. He just arched up there. Dropped it through. 7-5 Panthers. Ben Piper out front with it. Looks for help into John Kent. John's open. Drops it into Kyle. Kyle Fuller gets it off the glass, and we're tied at 7 again. Continuous clock. Ben Kirk gives to Miller. Jacob Fuller guards him. Good screen set by Freeman. Haynes back to Kerner. To Miller. Miller drives. Has it blocked. Loose ball. Knocked back out. Picked up by Ben Kirk, and the Panthers will control. 7-7. A little over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Panthers being very patient with the offense. They're looking for their spot. There's Haynes with the shot. No good. Rebound picked off by Jacob Fuller, and Jacob was fouled from behind by David Miller. Pioneers will have it out of bounds.
First personal, first team foul for Oblong.
Well, for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson. Your complete car care center. Fuller out of the corner, puts up the shot, won't go. Kyle Fuller got a hand on it. Loose ball on the floor, bodies down, jump ball, and this time it'll be Pioneer ball, I believe. No possession arrow that we can see, but it'll be Brad Pfeiffer taking it out for the Pioneers. John Kent. Back to Brad. Brad, an 18-footer, comes up short. Kyle Fuller gets a hand on it, picked off by Haynes. Down to Miller. Dwayne takes it inside and backs out with it. Haynes saves it. Not quite. Got a foot on the line. Pioneers with it, 1:25 to go here in the quarter, and we're tied at 7 here at Oblong. A little Illini conference ball game. Brad Pfeiffer's shot is short. Miller, or down to Miller, and he lets it get away from him out of bounds, so it's Pioneers ball again. 1:11 on the clock. Full court pressure now by the Panthers. Pioneers get it across to Kyle Fuller. Back out to John Kent. Brad Pfeiffer for three. Missed.
No, missed.
Rebound put back up and in by Ben Pfeiffer. Pioneers take lead for the first time 9-7 with 53 seconds to go. And the turnover will give it back to the Pioneers. No, it's a foul.
Offensive foul on Nathan Haynes.
51, I thought he gave.
I thought he said 5. We'll find out here in just a second. He did say 51.
Dwayne
Okay.
Kerner. 46 seconds, and the Pioneers show one shot. Back to Ben. Inside to Brad. Inside to Jacob Fuller. Turnaround's no good. That was a one shot, wasn't it? 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. 9-7, Pioneers lead it. Ben Kirk with it out front for the Panthers. Now Miller, guarded by Fuller. And Haynes. Haynes down the middle, kicks it out in the corner to Kerner. And he got the bucket. It's 9-9. 10 seconds. Pioneers with the ball. Brad Pfeiffer drives the wing, puts up the shot. Won't go. Tipped out by Ben Pfeiffer. Panthers got it. It'll be good if it goes. David Miller got the last shot, but it wasn't going to go, and we're tied at 9 at the end of the first quarter. Well, it's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Well, we'd like to thank Cellular One for providing us with a free phone to coordinate the production of community events. We invite you to stop by at Cellular One, located at 102 East Main Street on the north side of the square next to Judy's Cafe. Check out the variety of phones available. They've got several models and calling plans to choose from. That's Cellular One at their new location on the north side of the square in Robinson. Well, ladies, Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services would like to celebrate your birthday. Come in for a mammogram during your birthday month, and you'll automatically be registered for a monthly birthday drawing. Crawford Memorial Hospital is certified by the FDA, the American College of Radiology, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. For more information about mammograms or to set up an appointment, call 618-546-2536. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. Well, the Oblong Panthers open up the quarter. There's Haynes with the shot, and he's got it. Panthers 11-9. Down, up, and in. Kyle Fuller. Kyle gets it back, won't go. Ben Kirk in the lane, brings it back out. Panthers lead it by 2, 11-9. Second quarter action here in Oblong. Little Illini Conference ball game. Palestine Pioneers and the Oblong Panthers. Nathan Haynes down the lane. Got in the crowd, lost the ball. John Kent comes out with it, and the Pioneers will take it back. John Kent drives the lane, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound, knocked around, and the foul's going to be called. Looks like Kyle Fuller.
It's going to be his second and third team foul.
It'll be Panther ball. And Kirk will bring it down. Who have we got out here front guarding? Paul Alger into the ball game here. Number 21 for the Pioneers. And let's see, got a couple other changes out here I missed. What you get for doing commercials. Brad Fulling, number 35 in the ball game for the Pioneers also. That's Alger out front on Kirk. Haynes around being chased by Fulling. And the 5-second count is called. Or did he get a timeout call?
No.
Well, we got a timeout called. It's a short one by the Oblong Panthers. It's 11-9. The Panthers lead it by 2 here. Well, we'd like to remind you the Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Well, it'll be Panther ball as we get underway again. 6:15 to go here in the half. Really been a pretty slow ball game at 11-9 in favor of the Oblong Panthers. Kirk with it out front, guarded by Alger. Back out to Kerner. Back in the corner to Haynes. Haynes puts up the shot. No good. Rebound Algers. Pioneers back in a hurry. Ben Piper puts up the short footer the jumper from the baseline.
Got the rebound.
Brad put it back. It was Brad that put the shot up instead of Ben, too.
Right.
Have a little problem with Brad and Ben, keeping them apart. 11 all. We're tied at 5:40 here in the first half. Nathan Haynes. Traveling call on Freeman. And coming into the ball game is Randy Crick, number 52 for the Panthers. Crick will come in for Dwayne Kerner. Algers brings the ball across. Fulling with it, back to Ben Piper out front. Brad's got it. Looks inside, gives it to Kyle Fuller. Dumps it into Ben, back out to Brad Fulling. Brad Pfeiffer. Into Kyle. Kyle, the short jumper. Won't go. Rebound, Ben Kirk. Here comes the Panthers in a hurry. They've got a 4-on-2. They can take advantage. Inside, nice pass over to Miller. Can't get it to go. Pioneers bring it back. We're still tied at 11. Brad Pfeiffer into Ben. Ben underneath to Kyle Fuller. He's tied up, and a foul is going to be called. And Kyle Fuller will go to the line to shoot a pair. Ben Kirk.
Ben Kirk, number 25. His first, third team foul.
And Kyle Fuller at the line. He'll shoot 2 of them. Got 1. First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank, ready to take care of all your financial needs. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. Rick Katz sitting right across from us over there on the other side of the gym. The CEO of First Robinson Savings Bank. 12-11 on the free throws by Kyle Fuller. The Pioneers now take the lead. We've got 4:36 to go in a half. It's going to be Oblong ball.
John Kent checks in for the Pioneers. Kyle Fuller takes a seat.
Ben Kirk works with it out front. Paul Alger on him. Paul chasing him. To Matt Holly, who just checked in the ball game, number 22 for the Panthers. Back out to Kirk. Kirk and Algers go at it. Little give and go. Nice job as Kirk dumped it off to Randy Crick, and Randy's fouled on his drive to the basket. He'll shoot a pair. Randy Crick, a 6'5" sophomore. Here's a boy that's going to be around here on the Oblong Panther Ball Club for a while, I'll bet. Made his first one 12-12 now. Got them both, and that'll give the Panthers a 13-12 lead. Well, they're playing just the kind of ball game they want to. Pretty slow and deliberate, and the Pioneers have not been able to run with the ball with them. And it's been pretty tight contest so far. Not a lot of scoring. There's a turnover, gives it back to the Panthers. 13-12, they lead it with 3:40 to go here in the first half. Nathan Haynes with Brad Fulling on him. Haynes gives it back to Ben Kirk, and Paul Algers will pick him up. Ben, oh, nice save, and almost saved by Brad Fulling as he knocks it out of bounds. Panthers will keep it.
I'm not sure Oblong would change their offense much if he went to his zone. That's kind of the way they want to play.
Kirk on the intercepted pass on the breakaway. I said Kirk. It's Paul Algers for the Pioneers as he snatched that right out of the air, took it down and scored, and that gives the Pioneers a lead again, 14-13. Matt Holly with it. Gets it over to Crick. Randy holds it out front. Now whips it over to Ben Kirk. Zach Dethridge, number 35, you see there. There's Nathan Haynes' shot. Won't go.
Another jump ball.
And
I've lost track.
I did too.
Looks like it's going to be Pioneer ball.
Algers will bring it across the line. 2:50 to go in the first half. The Pioneers lead by 1, 14-13. Ben Pfeiffer from 15 comes up short. Rebound Haynes for the Oblong Panthers. Kirk brings it down. Matt Holly back out to Dethridge. And Haynes again. And Crick. Zach Dethridge with the ball. Back over to Holly. Holly puts up the shot, in and out, won't go. Brad Piper with a rebound, tries to run, takes it down and pulls up back out front. Paul Algers from behind the arc. Not quite. Rebound, Ben Piper. And the foul on the rebound, I think, is going to go. We'll wait and see. 22. Matt Holly. I thought Crick was in between them.
His first, fourth team foul. Both teams with 14 fouls right now.
Ben Piper from 15
short.
Comes up short. Brad with a rebound. He's hammered. And that's going to go against Ben Kirk. Going to shoot two here. 14-13, Pioneers lead.
That's number 2 on Kirk.
Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to personal insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with mortgage insurance, consumer debt coverage, estate planning for family or estate taxes, and a whole lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Well, it's 15-13 now. Pioneers lead, yeah, with 1:56 to go in the half. Haynes out front. Looks to drop it off inside, drug his pivot foot, got caught for traveling, and the Pioneers get it back. Algers will handle it across the line. Kirk picks him up, now down in the corner to Bradley Fulling. Bradley looks for help to Brad Piper. Brad from 18, got it. Brad Piper, 17-13 now. And a foul called on the inbounds pass against Alger.
His first 15 foul.
17-13, Pioneers lead it here with 1:29 to go in the half. This has been the biggest point spread of the ball game for either team. They've both led at various times. Miller goes underneath to Dwayne Kerner, who came back in the lineup, and Dwayne put it in off the glass at 17-15 now. Knocked away by Kirk. Kirk all by himself, puts it up and in. Ben Kirk on the breakaway, and we're tied at 17 with just under a minute to go in the first half. Algers on the baseline. Back out front, Brad Fulling sets, brings it down the lane, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Ben, got it in. Ben Piper on the rebound. Make it 19-17 now, Palestine. 30 seconds in the half. Haynes with it out front. Now Ben Kirk, they're going to hold for one shot. .16 seconds on the clock. They bring it back out. Miller with it. John Kent tries to steal, got caught for the foul. 10 seconds left in the half. That'll be out of bounds. Well, we've played a half with no bonus here. 10 seconds, 19-17, Pioneers by 2. Into Haynes. Haynes drug a pivot foot. Turnover with 9.1 seconds on the clock, and the Pioneers will have it. Algers will pick it up. Pioneers will get the last shot here. Paul takes it in the lane, drives, puts it up, won't go. Rebound. Fouls call, 1.3 seconds. Brad Piper will go to the line. On Dwayne Kerner. Brad will shoot two. Missed one. Still 19-17. Got that one. Make it 20-17, and this ain't going to happen. Well, it's halftime, And the Pioneers lead by 3, 20-17 here at half. You figure, and I'll talk about the people that made tonight's ball game possible. We're over in Oblong, a little Illini Conference game, the Palestine Pioneers and the Oblong Panthers. First Robinson Savings Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's the First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. And for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Here at halftime, the Oblong Panthers and the Palestine Pioneers, 20-17. Pioneers lead by 3. It's January. The season's getting cold. You know, around the first of the year, it's always that tax filing season again. And the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports all in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Well, let's see. We'd like to remind you about Rural King Supply. They're your winter weather headquarters. They've got Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage cloths, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson. You done?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I'm sitting over here. And I thought.
Well, I finished just in time.
Well, all right. You're doing fine. You got it.
Well, it's
not a lot, is there?
2017, Palestine's on top at this point. It's very close, actually, when you look at all the figures. Leading scorer for Oblong is Dwayne Kerner with 6 points, and Nathan Haynes with 5, David Miller with 2 points for Ben Kirk, and 2 points for Randy Crick. 1 3-point basket, that coming from Nathan Haynes early in the first quarter. 2 for 2 from the line. Committed 6 fouls, 2 each on Ben Kirk and Dwayne Kerner, and 1 each on Matt Holly and David Miller. Palestine's leading scorer with 9 points, Brad Pfeiffer, I'm sorry. 5 points for Kyle Fuller, 2 points for Ben Pfeiffer, Paul Alger with 2, and John Kent with 2. 1 3-point basket, as was Oblong. 3 for 6 on the line. That's 1 more free throw, so there's another basket involved there that Palestine has put on the board. Rebounding, I have Palestine on top slightly, 11-8. Turnovers, Oblong 8, Palestine 4. So it's a 3-point lead here at halftime. Palestine on top.
Well, I had them tied 4 times during that first half before, and the lead bounced back and forth. So it's been a pretty good ball game so far. A lot of defense, not a lot of offense. Tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. And we'll be back with the second half here in just a second, so don't go away. (20-17) here at halftime. And around the Illini Conference, Little Illini Conference, Marshall and Casey are going at it tonight at Casey. So that ought to be a good game. There's 2, both teams have not been beaten in conference play this year. Casey, I think, is 11-2. Marshall, 13-4. And the Marshall Lions took part over at the Wabash Valley Classic in Terre Haute, got beat by West Vigo, and that's their only loss in about the last 10 games, something like that.
Well, they lost, 2 at the Capital Classic down in Lawrenceville. And they lost to Teutopolis and...
But you're right, I forgot about that.
Either Newton or Red Hill, I think.
If they'd stayed out of the tournament play, they'd had a heck of a record.
No, they lost the consolation game to Sullivan, Illinois.
Okay.
So that's 2 losses there, and one
at West Vigo and Wabash Valley, and I don't know, they haven't lost in the Illini Conference. I don't know who else beat them now. They are they had lost at 13-4. They've won 12 of their last 13 games. Here we go. The only setback in that in the 13-game spread here was with the Wabash Valley Classic over at Terre Haute. So that ought to be a dandy up at Casey tonight. The 2 unbeaten conference leaders are going at it.
Casey Westfield, honorable mention in Class A, received a few votes.
And Robinson moved up to number 12 in the rankings. So some good basketball teams around here. T-Town was mentioned also in that. Oblong will have possession as we start the second half. We'll cover the lineups for you here in just a second. Panthers 5-second count.
5-second count.
And they turn the ball over to the Pioneers. The Pioneers will have Algiers, Brad Piper, Ben Piper, Brad Fulling, and John Kent on the floor. The Panthers, I think, with the original starting lineup of Haynes, Freeman, Kirk, Kerner.
And Miller.
No, but yeah, and Miller out there.
There's the 3-ball from Brad Piper to start off with.
Well, the Pioneers then jump out in front here, 23-17. And Haynes with it. Gives it over to Miller, or Freeman. Now to Ben Kirk. Now to Miller. Travis Freeman drives the lane, looks for help, gets it back out to Nathan Haynes. And to Kirk again, now back out front to Freeman. Oblong very patient with the offense. They'll work for the shot they want. Pioneers trying to stay with them in a man-to-man. Freeman with it out front, drives the lane, has it knocked away, out of bounds. And
I think he kicked it out.
The officials that looked at each other, neither one of them saw where it went, so they gave it to the Panthers. Oblong will bring it in. Back out front deep to Freeman. Travis will work with it, give it to Ben Kirk.
Pioneers went to 2-3 zone on the inbound. So they play the same thing to try to weave out front, kick loose somebody else.
Haynes to Kirk. Try to go inside to
Any travel.
Kerner. And the turnover will give it to the Pioneers. They lead it here as second half just underway, 23-17. We got a timeout called by the Oblong people, which will give me an opportunity here then to jump right in and talk about the First Robinson Savings Bank. Proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank, always ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank. I mentioned earlier Rick Catt, First Robinson Savings Bank, sitting right across from us, and he hasn't moved. He's still there. He may be there this time tomorrow. Pioneers with the ball, 23-17. They lead it here. Bradley Fulling works against Freeman now, out to Ben Piper and John Kent. Haynes on him. Over to Brad. Brad puts up a three-pointer. Not quite. Rebound pulled down by Freeman of the Panthers, and Ben Kirk will take it across the line. 5:40 to go in the third quarter.
Pioneers back to the man.
Haynes tried to go back into Kerner. Fulling knocked it out of bounds. The Panthers will keep it. That 6-point lead by the Pioneers is the biggest lead of the evening for either side. Miller lost the handle, out of bounds, and Pioneers ball. Algiers drives the lane, puts it up, got it in. Paul Algiers on the drive, good job. They give the point on the wrong side. It should be 25, and they put the points up on the home side. They'll get that straight in a little bit, I hope. Ben Kirk for three, won't go, comes up short. Haynes on the rebound, he was out on the line. and that score should be 25-17. They gave Alger's basket to the home side. Nobody said anything yet. Yeah, they're talking about it right now.
They changed one side of it, but they haven't changed the other side.
Brad Piper from 15 won't go. Rebound, Freeman, but he tipped it over to Miller, and Miller had a foot out of bounds with it. Now
there we go. Board's right.
25-17 Pioneers. They've got the ball out under their own basket, out to Ben Piper. Now to Brad Fulling. Brad dumps it into Brad Piper, tries to hook it back to Ben, and Ben Kirk got in the way of that one, and he takes it down in a hurry. Ben cross court, Haynes. Haynes from 15. Blocked from behind by Algers. Looked like he had all ball, but he got the foul.
It's his second personal, first team foul for Palestine. Like Haynes will be shooting 2.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson. Your complete car care center. He got one. Nathan Haynes, a 5'10 junior, got the second one. That'll make it 25-19. 6-point lead. Bradley Fulling takes it across the line. Down to Algers. Paul will put up a 3. Comes up short. Rebound. Out of bounds. Who's going to get it? Oblong will. Kirk will bring it down for the Panthers. To Miller. Freeman sets a screen. I'm not sure who got the worst end of that one. There's a big 3 by Nathan Haynes. Well, that pulls things back together in a hurry, make it 25-22, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. Algers to John Kent. We'll have to figure this one out as the ball went into Piper. It'll go out of bounds to the Pioneers.
Foul call on Dwayne Kerner.
I think
Oblong, his first.
Holding Ben Piper, I think, was where that came from.
Kerner's third.
John Kent.
John Kent for 3.
28-22. We're back to a 5-point lead. 6-point lead. Can't do my math. Haynes. Miller.
Poked away. John Kent picked up the foul. His third, second team foul.
Well, it'll be out of bounds to the Panthers. Miller will bring it in, gives to Haynes. And Ben Kirk will set the offense out front. Miller back to Haynes. And Kirk again. Ben Kirk tries to dump it off, has the ball knocked away. Brad Fulling comes out with it. Bradley down in the corner. John Kent back into Fulling. Bradley has a shot blocked, and he was fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 28-22, Pioneers lead it here. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Bradley Fulling at the line to shoot 2. Well, it's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team.
Randy Crick comes in for Dwayne Kerner. That was his fourth personal, Jim.
Bradley couldn't get him to fall. Crick got the rebound, gave to Ben Kirk, and Ben's got it out front now, guarded by Alger. Miller. Screen set by Freeman. Miller in in a crowd and traveled. Good job. So the Pioneers get it back. Algers kicks it over to Brad Piper. Brad for three. Comes up way short. Haynes saved by Ben Piper, but it goes back in the hands of Ben Kirk. Good hustle. Kirk will get it across the line for the Panthers. Nathan Haynes for three. High arching shot, and he drills it. Nathan Haynes for three, and it's back to a three-point ball game now, 28-25. The Pioneers lead. A minute 50 to go in the third quarter. There's Paul Algers. Shot over everything. Brad Piper comes out with a rebound. Now back out to Bradley Fulling. Freeman comes out to guard him. Now Ben Piper has it. Algers. Algers on the drive, puts up the little shot, got it. Paul Algers right in the lane, 30-25. Algers picks it off. Paul on the drive, up and off the glass and in. Count the bucket, he'll go to the line. Paul Algers.
Foul call on Travis Freeman, his first third team foul. Algers having a big quarter, 6 points.
And if he makes this, he'll have the last five, won't he? Maybe all. Got it. I think he missed a couple free throws in the middle of that, didn't he?
No,
that was Fulling.
That was his first trip to the line.
Kirk guarded by Algers, 33 now to 25. Haynes in the corner, throws it away. Kirk, over and back call, will give it to the Pioneers. 33-25, an 8-point lead by the Pioneers. Well, we'd like to remind you of the Real King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear. Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all a Real King Supply, Route 33 east of Robinson. Ben Piper with it. And John Kent guarded by Haynes. Nathan on him. John kicks it back out to Brad. Brad lobs it into Ben, and Ben's fouled from behind by Randy Crick.
His first, fourth team foul.
45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Low-scoring ball game. Both teams have played pretty patiently.
Nice drive, Paul
Algers. Well, Algers has kind of opened things up this quarter for the Pioneers. Paul's had a big quarter. 35-25, a 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the night. Miller gives to Haynes. Haynes drives the baseline, in trouble, tries to put it back, and picked off by Brad Piper.
Plenty of time, 15 seconds or so.
Algers. We're down to 10. Time to do something. Paul takes it to the lane. Puts it up. Got it. It's kind of like any time he wants to go, he goes, don't he? And makes it.
Put together an 11-point quarter.
37-25. And did anybody else score?
Yeah.
It was 20-17 at half, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They scored 17 points, and he got how many?
He got 11 of them.
Well, Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your professional and business needs. When it comes to business insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with coverage for buy and sell agreements, Keyman Insurance to provide continuity of business, and a whole lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency is conducting a foot clinic on Tuesday, January 23rd at the Robinson Senior Citizen Center from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. A registered nurse from Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency will trim and file toenails, apply lotion, and assess feet for any abnormalities. The registered nurse will also instruct the client on proper foot care. The fee is only $15. To set up an appointment for the foot clinic, please call the Robinson Senior Citizen Center before January 23rd. Call them at 618-544-8811. That's Crawford Memorial Home Health Agency, a tradition of caring. Well, the turnover will give it to the Oblong Panthers. 37-25 here as the fourth quarter just underway. The Illini Conference game, Palestine and Oblong here at Oblong. Haynes.
Took a little,
Little hop.
little stutter step.
Algers with it. Back out to Bradley Foley. Bradley looks for help. Gets it to Brad Piper. Brad to Paul. Algers in. Now back out to Foley. Pioneers work the ball. There's Brad Piper. They had an open shot. Backs it back out. Foley again. And Algers, turnaround 18-footer. Got it. When you're hot, you're hot. Paul Algers with a hot hand. Makes it 39-25. Miller to Haynes. Pulling on him. Freeman's shot's no good. Got a new number in there that I missed for the Panthers, and that's Justin Potter, number 10, in the ball game. For the Oblong Panthers, he's a 5'10 sophomore. In, and then he comes out with Randy Crick. And let's see, we've got Ben Kirk and Dwayne Kerner back in the ball game for the Panthers. That's Ben with it out front. Miller to Haynes to Kirk. Haynes back in the corner to Miller. David cross court to Ben Kirk. Ben puts up a three. Comes up short. Kerner batted away. Still loose ball. Kerner with the save. Tries to go back out front and does finally. Nathan Haynes with the three. Comes up short. Rebound Brad Piper. And the Pioneers will take it down. 39-25. Pioneers lead it.
Haynes did his last 2 3-ball attempts, but he couldn't get that one to fall.
John Kent over to Paul Alger. Paul's had the hot hand for the Pioneers here. Tries to go inside to Fulling. Gets it to Bradley. Missed the shot. On the floor. Brad comes out with it. And what happened? Timeout?
Timeout, I think.
Short timeout called by the Palestine Pioneers. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate here in Crawford County. They're pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. 39-25 the score in the fourth quarter here with 5:33 to go in the ball game. The Palestine Pioneers lead this little Illini Conference ball game, and it's been a good one. The Panthers have yet to score here in the fourth quarter as the Pioneers have scored 1 field goal. So we've played 2.5 minutes with not much scoring here.
They've had that
quarter.
trouble in the first quarter. It went almost 3 minutes, and the third quarter was the same.
Pioneers ball on that timeout. We're underway again. Paul Algers with it. Back to Ben Piper. Bradley Fulling fouled by Mr. Freeman right in the lane, it looked like. We didn't shoot any bonuses in the first half, and we've only had a total of 8 fouls called here in the second half so far. Paul Algers for 3. Not quite. Rebound loose and picked up by Freeman. Down to Haynes. Nathan out front with it. Ben Kirk thought about it. Took it in the lane. Tried to go into Travis Freeman, and they lost it out of bounds. Pioneers will have it. Bradley Fulling tries to lob it inside to Piper, and David Miller was there to pick that one off. David takes it down the lane, back out
Kerner short.
Kerner. And guess what?
41 blue.
And that'll put Travis Freeman at the line.
Ben Pfeiffer's second foul. Fourth team foul.
Travis will shoot 2. Got 1.
Well, they finally got on the board to 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yep, got them both. So make it 39 now, 27. Bradley Fulling will take it down. Pfeiffer sets the screen. Bradley in the lane, back out front to Algiers. Paul in the lane, puts up the short jumper. Off, no good. Bradley Fulling with a rebound. Pioneers will bring it back out now. Gives to Algiers. Algiers draws a crowd. Back to John Kent. Brad Piper lobs one into Ben. Ben off the glass and in. Nice job by those two. 41-27 now, Pioneers. Ben Kirk to Kerner. Ben again thought about it into Kerner. Dwayne takes it to the glass. And it rolled out. Foul was called. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair of them.
It's going to be 3 on Ben Pfeiffer.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson. Your complete car care center. Dwayne missed the second shot.
That was their first miss of the night. They're 7 for 8.
Good job from the line then for the Panthers. 3:50 to go in the ball game. The Pioneers lead at 41-28. Out of bounds, Pioneers will keep it. Bradley Fulling, guarded by Freeman. And Ben Kirk's on Paul Algiers. Paul takes it, looks for help. In trouble, gets it in the middle of Brad Fulling. Nice pass. (43-28).
Offensive foul. Ben Kerner is going to take a seat with his 5th foul.
And it'll be Pioneer ball out of bounds. Both teams now with 5 team fouls. 3:21 to go in the ball game. Pioneer ball. Well, we'd like to remind you that, and I'm sure you don't need that reminder, it's tax filing season again. Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and your financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Pioneer ball, a little pressure now by the Panthers. Brad Piper brings it across the line. He's immediately picked up by Miller. Brad Fulling guarded by Freeman. Ben from 15 feet. Got it.
Out. Back in.
Practices that shot a lot. 45-28. Miller with the ball. Now Ben Kirk will have it. Out of the corner, shot was missed by Haynes. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Crick with it. Panthers move it around. Ben Kirk has it out front with 2:29 to go in the ball game. Ben back over to Crick. Thought about it. Ben for 3. Back up over the top, and that'll go the other direction now. 2:13 on the clock. It's 45-28. Timeout called by the Oblong Panthers. And the Pioneer lead this Little Illini Conference ball game 45-28. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank. They've served Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust at First Robinson Savings Bank. They're always ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank. 2:13 to go in the ball game. The Pioneers have pulled away here in this fourth quarter and lead at 45-28. It's a 3-point spread at halftime. And the Panthers and the Pioneers went at it pretty well as they traded baskets. A 3-point spread into the third quarter. Then finally, Paul Algers actually is the one that got on the run, scored some points, and the Pioneers pulled out to a bigger lead, up to about a 10-point lead. There's Algers on the baseline. He moves in and has it blocked away.
Oh, foul. Randy Crick, his second, 7th team foul. Paul Algers will shoot 2. Good night with 15 points so far for Paul Algers.
Most of them here in the second half.
All but 2.
All but 2.
All but 4 in the third quarter.
I'm waiting for the gyms to get cushioned seats. Got cold now. I can't buy one. 45-28. Two minutes to go in the ball game. Ben Kirk brings it down. Paul Algers meets him. Miller, out on the floor comes a ball. A little Nerf ball. Now, Panthers will bring it in. Ben takes it out top of the key. Pioneers stay with that man-to-man defense. 1:40 to go in the ball game. Knocked away, and good job by Crick as he got it back. Gave it to Travis Freeman, and then Travis got the bucket. Pioneers thought they had it stolen, but Crick got in the way and got it back for him. Underneath, Brad Piper on the breakaway, 47-30. Nathan Haynes works, gives to Miller. David at top of the key, puts up a 3. Not quite. Rebound, Ben Piper. Gets it over to Algers, and Paul will take it down. In a crowd, over in the corner, and got that one an awful long way away, didn't he? 47-30. A 17-point lead for the Pioneers. And into the game for the Oblong Panthers come some new faces. Justin Potter, who was in earlier, is back in the ball game. Let's see, we'll get him picked out here. Tyler Blessing in for the first time. Matt Holly in here in the fourth quarter. He made an appearance in the first half. Crick stays in the ball game. And they get a ball? I think so. Potter with it out front. And the 3 was put up by Zach Deathridge. Zach was in earlier. Brad Fulling with it. Gets it over to Paul Algers. Paul in the lane. Puts up a little jumper. Won't go. And Bradley Fulling's got it. Pioneers will pull it down. We're at about 25 seconds to go here in the ball game. Cross court. Brad Piper thought about it. Put it up. No call. Missed the shot. Panthers come back with it in a hurry. 14 seconds on the clock. Blessing gets it back out to Potter. Blessing with a shot. 3 seconds to go. Anybody's ball. And finally, it's over. the Oblong Panthers Palestine Pioneers. The Pioneers have won it 47-30. That's the final here in Oblong. A little Illini Conference victory for the Pioneers. Well, we'd like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key. A large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Well, tonight's ball game has been brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. Let's see. We finish up. They got the final off the clock already. I hope you come out right. 47-30 is the final score here. Give me that sheet and I'll do that business while Dwayne totals up here. Let's see. Tuesday night, Friday night, we'll be in Robinson with Mount Carmel coming to town. A non-conference ball game, but the Golden Aces from Mount Carmel out of the NAC Conference will be coming up to Robinson. Next week, trip to Lawrenceville. And the Maroons go down to the Lawrenceville Indians next Tuesday night. That is always a good ball game down there. They met in the Capital Classic back over Thanksgiving, and they'll meet again next Tuesday night. You done already?
Yeah.
Oh,
are you?
Gosh, go for it.
Okay. Big win for Palestine here, 47-30. Scoring by quarters. We talked about it a little earlier. It was 9-9 at the end of the first quarter. 3-point ball game at halftime. Palestine on top 20-17. Palestine took charge of the game, outscoring Oblong 17-8 in the third quarter to take a 37-25 edge and a 47-30 final. Leading scorer for Oblong with 13 points, Nathan Haynes. 3 3-point baskets, 2 for 2 from the line. Real good night. David Miller with 2. Ben Kirk with 2. Travis Freeman with 4. 7 points for Dwayne Kerner before fouling out. 2 points for Randy Crick. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. 3 3-point baskets, all 3 of those by Nathan Haynes. Palestine had 2 players in double figures. Leading scorer is Paul Alger off the bench. All of those in about a 7-minute spread with 15 points. 14 points for Brad Pfeiffer. 5 points for Kyle Fuller. John Kent with 5. 2 points for Brad Fulling. And Ben Pfeiffer with 6. 4 for 12 from the line. Did not shoot free throws very well tonight. Didn't need to, but that's something to be taken into consideration. 3 3-point baskets, 2 by Brad Pfeiffer, 1 by John Kent. Rebounding, Palestine on top, 2016. Turnovers, I have Oblong with 18 and Palestine with 6. Oblong plays a very deliberate game, and a lot of times when you pass the ball that many times, you eventually have many more opportunities to throw it away, and that's really what happened to Oblong. A lot of unforced turnovers.
Well, till that into the third quarter, or there into the second half, it was still about a 3-point ball game. Got them down to 28-25, and that's kind of when Algiers went on that tear and scored several points in a row. I know he had a 3-point play, went to the free throw line, and then scored a field goal, went to free throw line, made that. And that started kind of pulling Palestine away from them, and they ran it up to a 39-25 lead at that point. So that break there in the third quarter, and Algiers' hot hand is the one that put them out front. Let's wind her up here in Oblong in this little Illini Conference game. You're not done.
What did we forget? The whole list?
Read.
Okay. Tonight's sponsors were, I even turned the light out, Jim. First Robinson Savings
Bank. On the way
Bank.
home, I had to go get him out of the car.
Cellular one in Robinson, unlike you who usually goes to concession stand. Rural King Supply, Weber Insurance and Realty, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Kemper CPA Group, and that's Worldwide Sound Video Productions. And special thanks, as always, to Cellular One for providing the free phone to help us coordinate the events of the evening.
And our thanks also here to the administration staff at Oblong High School for tonight's ball game. Little Illini Conference, Palestine and Oblong. We hope you enjoyed tonight's ball game. Friday night back in Robinson with the Robinson Maroons and the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. For Dwayne Shaw, Ron Wheeler, I'm Jim Kincaid.